Welcome, everybody. I am your Jamaican Queen, Miss Y. You are listening to How I See It TV, and this is How I See It Live. Just a quick catch up, just a quick catch up. I don't even remember when was the last time I went live. I think it was on Monday or something like that. But however y'all been, I saw my YouTube auntie, Miss Linda Gamble, is the first one in the yard. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everybody that's here, just checking in with me. I hope y'all had an amazing, wonderful Wednesday. Please remember to like this video, share the link to my channel if you feel like the content needs some more crowd. Subscribe if you have not done so as yet. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter now called X at How I See It, and on TikTok at How I See It TV. Have y'all seen my reviews of my Seventh Avenue Beauty products? The Rose Vanilla Cream Oil and the Chocolate Covered Kisses Body Butter. Now, if y'all haven't seen those reviews, head to my Twitter, not my Twitter, my Instagram or my TikTok to see my review of the Rose Vanilla Cream Oil. And you can go to my Instagram to see my review of the Chocolate Covered Kisses Body Butter. Both are amazing. The scents are amazing. You've seen it, Miss Linda. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm doing good. My Wednesday was okay. My students and I, we had a field trip today, so we did that. We went and we spread some love um to some of the senior citizens close to the school. That if you're here for the first time, then you might not know that I am a early childhood educator. So yeah, my students and I, we went to um what would you call that? I would say a nursing home, I guess. I don't know the proper word. But we went and we visited some senior citizens in a nursing home, and we spread some Valentine's Day cheer. So that made my day amazing because they appreciated it, and they enjoyed, my students coming in and giving them cards and gifts and that they made themselves. So, and we sang for them. So it was just, that made my day amazing. If nothing else happened today that I can talk about, I can definitely talk about that and how that made me feel good. And I'm sure it made the students feel good too, that they could do that. So as my stream is titled, you know, so much is happening. We know what the huge topic is. I've shared my thoughts on that. We already know that girl is Delulu. So we're not even gonna, I'm no longer going to beat that horse, anymore until it's glue, because as we can see, Miss Melody Cherie is silent. And she told us at Mimosas with Melody in Atlanta last year, March. She said, when I'm quiet, when I'm quiet, that means things are brewing, child. It means things are happening behind the scenes. That's really when y'all need to be worried. Not worried for us, not worried for her, but for the people who are creating the chaos, because it's about to be handled. So I'm just going to follow Mel's lead at this point in time. I'm going to let, all those other people continue to um, dig a ditch that they can't get out of, because to go to your YouTube channel and basically, kind of, in my opinion, double down on the allegation. only works in Melody's favor when it comes to um a defamation lawsuit. And so I'm waiting to see, you know, Melody said it's chestnut checkers, and I'm waiting to see what her next um move is going to be. But y'all, I just saw that ABC is going to be airing a documentary on parents who are the caretakers of children with disabilities. And it brought to my mind a question that I've always had, like for, kids with severe autism or Down syndrome or things like that. Like, what happens to them, you know, when as they get older and their parents who are their sole caregivers, when that parent um passes on, I always wonder what happens to, you know, those those adults. Like, are they put in a home? Do the government steps in and take care of them? So I can't wait to watch that documentary, because I honestly want, as an educator, I am not in an environment where I have students who are like um very high on the let me put it this way. I'm not in an environment where I teach kids who have like severe autism, right? Um or yeah, but I know that there are educators, and my hat goes off to them, because even kids who are low on the spectrum, sometimes they have difficulties with, like, their social engagement and stuff like that. So my hat always goes off to those teachers and those caregivers who, on a daily basis, they have taken on the role of educating and caring for these children. And I always want to know their stories. I want to know the stories of those parents who are doing it alone. It's not easy. I don't think that it's easy, but they do it with such grace, and their stories definitely need to be told. So that documentary is coming up. Hi Nono, hi Ines Martin. That documentary is coming up, I think, this Friday. So I don't know if y'all are into documentaries like myself. That might be something that y'all should definitely tune into. Miss Linda says, I have been taking a social media break, just going in and modding channels. Yeah, it's crazy that there's so many content creators that I actually like in this space, but sometimes all the love and marriage stuff, it gets so overwhelming. I don't know if y'all noticed that I haven't been posting. I haven't been posting a lot. I haven't been going live a lot. It's because I'm trying to figure out going into like another phase of my content creator journey. And I realized that as I am navigating these changes, viewership has dropped and stuff like that. And that's fine, because as you transition into another stage of life, a lot of the times people who were with you at one point of your journey, they're gonna jump off the wagon, or they're gonna stay behind a little bit to see what you do next. And then there's some people who they're going to, continue to ride with you a little bit, but they're gonna be a little bit more silent, just to see, if what you do next is something that they can rock with. And I am trying to figure that out. I love talking about reality TV, but I no longer want to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. You know, I'm going to continue to talk about Married to Medicine for as long as Sweetie is on the show. After she leaves, I might not talk about that show anymore unless she decides that she's going to stay. The way I feel like some of the things are playing out during this season, it's giving me the cast is trying to push Letitia out off the show. It's like they reeled her in and they made her feel comfortable and they made her feel like these are women who are actually trying to get to know me. But unbeknownst to her, it seems like they were just trying to use her to push Quad out. And that's not Letitia's fault because I don't think Letitia came onto Married to Medicine to take Quad's spot. I don't know if she even felt like Quad was going to be on the show because based on things that happened last season, it feels like the women did not want to film with Quad at all. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like they did not really want to film with Quad. And so the only reason Quad even got a group scene last year was because Phaedra brought her to Sweet Tea's bachelorette party. And that was the first time we saw Quad filming with the group. I don't think Letitia had any parts in that. I mean, she has no beef with Quad, really. So they roped her in. Heavenly herself said, when she met Sweetie, she thought that, she was a nice girl, but she also felt like if she came on the show, then that would give Quad a storyline because Heavenly also admitted she was the only one that was willing to film with Quad. Heavenly was the only one willing to film with Quad and Phaedra. So now as I'm watching this season of Married to Medicine, I'm like, I can see the play so clearly. And as the season continues, I feel like what we're going to see is them slowly pulling away from Sweetie and trying to make her feel so uncomfortable that her only option would be to just walk away from the show. And it's not fair, honestly, because it's like I'm tired when it comes to Married to Medicine, they don't really give anybody a chance to really stick in the minds of the audience. I'm tired of seeing Jackie not do anything, not saying much. I'm tired of Heavenly not really giving anything regarding her personal stories. But then she hops on YouTube every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, I don't know, every day it seems like, and just badmouth everybody else. I am tired of seeing Toya buy another house. Just like I'm tired of Quad and her victimhood and this woe is me every season. I'm tired of Simone and her yelling and nothing really happening outside of she feels some type of way that Jackie likes Heavenly. And then we finally get somebody on the show who is just willing to be authentic. That's why I took a liking to Sweetie and started to root for her because I'm like, dang, this is what reality TV has been missing. Somebody who just wants to be on camera, just naturally being their authentic selves. Like, oh my God. We haven't seen this in reality TV since season one of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Somebody who's not trying to act, somebody who's not trying to create fake beefs, just somebody who pulled up on the scene and she's like, I'm just going to be myself. I understand the cameras are on me. I understand that, there are a lot of people who they focus on the fact that, okay, I'm being filmed, so this is what I'm going to do because this is what I want the fans to think. And I'm not going to do this because I want the fans to support me over here. But she's just being raw. I can root for that. I can root for somebody just being honestly themselves because I'm tired of the fake-ish. Reality TV is supposed to mirror real life. It's 3, 4 months of them filming, and you can give 3, 4 months of your real life, of real conflict. But we're not getting that. We're not getting that from other people on the show. And this one person who is actually doing that for Married to Medicine, who is actually bringing a real storyline, it seems like they're pushing her out, and I don't like it. So if they are successful in pushing her off the show, then I won't be watching or reviewing it. So that's my spiel on that. Miss Linda says, I love documentaries. I've been watching docs, Gloria Gaynor and Luther. Oh, thank you for saying that, Miss Linda Gamble, because I need to watch the Luther Vandross documentary. Hi, Lisi. Driving home, drive safe. It's alleged that Heavenly Encord was fired from Married to Medicine. Ooh, I don't. Who said that? In my Portia voice. I don't know who said that, child. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go roam these YouTube streets to see, to see who, to see where that information is coming from, Miss Linda. Yeah, I do like Sweetie. I really like her. I feel like she is, uh, and actually, like her name, Sweetie. I honestly feel like she is a sweet person. And it's sad when you have kind hearted people like a Melody, like a Sweet Tea, like a Candace. They they end up being in environments that are just so toxic and so draining. It's actually sad. It's actually really, really so sad that these very nice people always end up around people who value the dollar more than they value being decent human beings. It's sad. As I said, we see it with Melody when it comes to that cast. We saw it with Candace when it came to Giselle, and when it came to Ashley and me and all those people, and the things that they were willing to do, and how they would gaslight and act as if Candace is just so much worse than everything that everybody else on the cast is doing and saying. And now we are watching it. I am seeing it happening with Sweetie right now. I don't think she has any support on that cast when it comes to her marriage. I don't think she has any support when it comes to her reproductive health and that entire journey. And I don't think that there's anybody on that cast who was really, truly, truly trying to get to know her as an individual. I think too many of them, they saw dollar signs. They felt like, oh my God, it's gonna be Sweet Tea versus Quad, and we don't have to do anything. We're just gonna ride the coattails of Sweet Tea, Quad, and Dr. G, being in conflict, and that's gonna guarantee us another season. And that's what they're doing. That's actually what they're doing. They are riding the coattails of Quad, Sweet Tea, and the Dr. G dynamic. And we're not seeing anything from the other people on that show. We've watched what? 10 episodes, I think. How many episodes have they gone? 10, 11 episodes. And the only thing we know about Heavenly in those 9, 10 episodes is okay, her son graduated from, um, got into dental school. That's it. The only thing we saw from Simone was she went and she cleaned up the nasty house her sons were living in. The only thing we got from Dr. Jackie was she pretended that she was putting on this gala to raise money for Cure for Moms. And as I speak up for Cure for Moms, for cure4moms.com, y'all can go and donate. donate $5, donate $10, donate $2. Anything that you can towards that worthy cause. We're trying to reduce, actually, they are trying to eradicate the amount of the number when it comes to the maternal mortality rate. We don't want to see women going in to have babies and not going home with their babies. We don't want to see kids growing up without mothers because doctors aren't taking the pain of black women seriously. And that is what For Cure for Moms is all about. I just saw For Cure for Moms post a thank you to everybody that has donated to help them get to $250,000. And in the list that they posted, I didn't see nobody from Married to Medicine excepting for Letitia Lunsford. Her name is the only name that they posted on their thank you. It's 7 slides. And on 7 slides, they posted the names. They posted the names of everybody that has donated to their cause, from Walmart to Target to, I don't remember if there's Target on there, but I do remember Walmart. Um Wait, let me go to it real quickly. Okay, check, check, check. So Walmart, Gerber, and some other names that I don't really know, so I'm not gonna try to call right now. And then they went into like individuals who donated, and on the list of individuals, not companies, but individuals who donated, 7 slides, Letitia Lunsford was the only person from Married to Medicine that was named. And she didn't come out here blasting, oh, I didn't just donate to For Cure for Moms when it came to the Med Gala. I donated from, you know, I've donated other times to the organization. She never came out and blasted it. And this is why I say I like her, because clearly she's not just doing stuff for reality TV. And nobody's gonna convince me that For Cure for Moms, they put out this post yesterday, and that if the other women from Married to Medicine had donated, they wouldn't have put their names on all those 7 slides too. So that was interesting to me because I follow For Cure for Moms, and it was just by chance that I saw that post yesterday, and I was sliding through. And you know what? I was being nosy. I don't gonna lie. When I saw the post of them saying, we're thanking everybody for getting us to our goal of 200 and something $1,000, and they had Walmart and they had Gerber, and then I saw that it was like some more slides. I started sliding because I wanted to see if it was going to say Married to Medicine on any of the slides. And I didn't see anything about Married to Medicine, Purveyors of Pop. I didn't see anything about Bravo. I didn't see anything about Smiles by Dr. Heavenly or whatever Jackie's medical office is called. So I was like, wait a minute, why wouldn't they? I know that they, for Cure for Moms, they posted like a picture of the big check that they got on the night of um the Met Gala, and they also, after that episode aired, they also said thank you again. But it was still interesting to me that I didn't see, Married to Medicine, Bravo, or whatever, Dr. Heavenly, anybody, until I got way down to the last slide. And then as I was looking at all the names on that slide, I saw Letitia Lunsford, and I'm like, way to go, girl, because she's been the only person from that cast who's constantly reposting things from For Cure for Moms. the only one from that cast who's actually talking about reproductive health and some of the things that women need to look out for based on her experience and her finding out later on in life that she has endometriosis. That's how you know who the real people are on reality TV. So if she decides she's not coming back next season for Married to Medicine, then I might still watch it, but I'm not going to invest time and energy in in talking about it, honestly. Um Ines said she's a very sweet. She is. She's super, and she's so down to earth because we met her um in person at Mel's Winter Wonderland event, and she's just so down to earth. She's such a down to earth person. You don't feel like, you know, she feels like somebody that you could literally hang out with. I've never met like anybody else. Well, Melody too. Melody is super down to earth. So I have two examples of celebrities that I've met in person who I feel like are super down to earth, super chill, super, there you go, Ines, friendly. Melody is one. That Melody seems like she could be like a home girl. Like I feel like if Melody wasn't like a celebrity, she wasn't on TV, any of that, and you were in the club or something and you met her, like she'd be the girl that'd be like, "Oh my God, this was fun. Take my number. We should do this again." That's the kind of energy that Melody actually gives. Maybe now she's a little bit more closed off because of so many people who, have like backstabbed her, but that's the energy she get. We saw, right, Inez, she was on the dance floor dancing with everybody. You go to some of these celebrity events and they are like all the way over there. And you're like, dang, I pay my money and I can't even say hi. Like Melody was on the floor with everybody, talking to everybody, engaging with everybody. The kids were friendly. It literally felt like it was like a family reunion and everybody in there knew each other. And then Sweet Tea walked in and she just blended right into it. Didn't give, okay, I'm a celebrity, I'm here to support another celebrity, don't talk to me. Like, no, she was on the floor too, vibing and chatting with everybody, laughing and talking. And this is how you can tell that these two women are just, their energies are pure. And it's sad when you have somebody come in and they have a pure energy and then you have snakes all around them. You have snakes all around them. It's honestly sad. It's honestly very, very sad. Yes. Right? All the kids, all of them just acted like this is family. They were walking around, going to get juice, going to get cake, whatever. And they weren't stuck up. You can tell that Melody is raising them to be humble children. And that's awesome. That's really, really awesome. So that's really what I came to talk about, y'all. If you guys don't see me a lot on YouTube in maybe the next couple of days, unless something huge happens, just understand that I'm trying to figure this out. I know that I've been wanting to pivot whenever things get really like draining for me. And I've said this before. I don't know whose channel I was on their panel. And I talked about like watching Young and the Restless. I think I've talked about it too on my own channel. And I've talked about like watching Young and the Restless and watching Bold and the Beautiful. Like those are my shows. And yes, y'all, I'm in my early 30s. But I love my soaps. Okay. I love my soaps. It's a Jamaican thing, probably. I don't know. Um, so I still watch Young and the Restless. I still watch The Bold and the Beautiful. But when the storylines in those shows start to annoy the heck out of me, I have to stop watching them for a little bit. I have to. I have to pause because now I start to like feel like I need to be one of the writers or something. I start to like kind of obsessed and be just too emotionally involved in the storylines of these fictional Hi, Helen. How are you? Yo, you know who I haven't seen in a minute? As Helen is in the chat. I haven't seen Miss Mary in a while, and I hope that she is okay. Or maybe she's been, in other chats, but no, I haven't seen her in other chats either. But y'all, if y'all see Miss Mary White anywhere in these YouTube streets, let her know that Miss Y is looking for her and wants to know that she's okay. Okay? All right. So yeah, I was saying So yeah, I was saying y'all about Young and the Restless that when I get like too emotionally invested in the storylines and I start to look at Victor Newman crazy because he's still treating Adam like crap, and I start to look at Victoria and Nick Newman crazy because they're treating Adam like crap still, and he's really not the enemy. It's Victor who keeps pitting them against each other, and I start to look at the writers crazy because why couldn't you let Adam and Sally have their happy ending? Why did you have to go and have Adam cheating on Sally with his ex-wife? And I start obsessing like, oh, I hate this storyline. Then I have to say I need a break. And so for like maybe 2, 3 months now, I haven't watched Young and the Restless. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, y'all. The second I feel like, okay, I need to know what's happening, I'm gonna start watching it again, and then I'm gonna be super invested once again. Miss Linda says you going to be in for a big shock and on Bold and the Beautiful. Ooh, ooh. I'm gonna catch up soon. The long weekend is coming up. I have my favorite YouTuber that streams some of the episodes. That I'm gonna go and I'm gonna catch up. But I'm not gonna catch up from like 3 months ago when I stopped watching. I'm gonna catch up from wherever it is right now. That's where I'm gonna catch up. Because the thing with the soaps is that you can follow. You cannot watch the show for a whole year, but you can still follow the storyline if you start watching today. Okay, thank you, Miss Linda. Yes, please let her know that I said hi, and because I haven't seen her in the chat in a while, that I miss her over here, and I just want to know she's okay. So that's the same thing for reality TV too. When some of these storylines start to get like real nasty and really dark and stuff, I just get emotionally drained, and I'll stay off of, you know, the hashtags on Twitter. I won't look at OMFG. I won't look at the Peach Report. None of that. And then I'll just go into a zone where I watch happy things. Things that make me happy. Things that aren't, going to drain my energy and stuff. And I wish that some of those things were what y'all watched so that we could talk about it. Because there's so many other reality TV shows that I'm into, but I know y'all don't watch it, so it's like, do I just talk about it anyways, or wait until I'm in a mood to talk about the things that I know y'all are watching? But I'm still, as I said, figuring it out. And I might just say, you know what, whatever. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. And maybe I'll gain, new subscribers who likes those things. And then, my people who were here with me from the start, will catch on, or they'll come around when I'm talking about the things that they want to hear about. But I just wanted to let y'all know that Love and Match Huntsville is just, ugh. Melody said she's out, and mentally, even before Mel said it, I felt like it was coming with all the posts that she was making. I was like, yeah, I feel like she's out. I feel like she's done. When she started saying free and all of that before she did that TikTok live, I was like, yeah, I think she's done. And then mentally, I started to be like, yeah, I'm done too. Same with Candace. The minute Candace Dillard said, I'm done, I am not coming back to Real Housewives of Potomac. I was done too. Go down my timeline. I haven't talked about Real Housewives of Potomac since maybe episode one of this season. So it's gonna be the same. I unfollowed the few people from Love and Marriage Transfer that I was following, Nell Fletcher and Marsaw. Um, yeah, those were the only two people I was following. Unfollowed them. I unfollowed Carlos. I think I unfollowed the Love and Marriage Huntsville page. Cause I'm like, I don't really care. If these allegations didn't come out, and Dusty was being Delulu, I probably wouldn't even talk about this part two of the reunion. But you still gotta keep them in check. You still gotta say, hey, I know that y'all are lying. And this is how I know that y'all are lying, so that the record shows. But I'm hopeful that I'll figure out a way to bring y'all content that you guys will love and also content that you will get to love. How about that? So, thank y'all for listening. Remember to like this video, share the link to the channel if you feel like the content needs some more crowd. Subscribe if you have not done so as yet. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter now called X at How I See It and on TikTok at How I See It TV. Until my next video, I will see y'all in these YouTube streets. So shout out to my YouTube auntie, Miss Linda Gamble, Inez Martin, Helen. I think I saw Nono was in here earlier, and now StreamYard won't show me who else was in here. But I remember No for sure. I'm not seeing it, but I remember that name. All right, y'all. Walk good. Bye.